inside the envelope of the room. This is a kind of half-assed reproduction of a...
not half-assed.
That's the hotel. I'm not a craftsman. So.
No, that's good. It's good.
We have the 8-inch Lexan on the outside. It's not supposed to off-gas anything toxic, so it's one of the reasons that I use it. It's sort of flame resistant, but not quite sure how flame resistant it is. The walls are 1/4-inch plywood, and it's with the roof. On the inside of the hotel room, we have a half-inch drywall. The red material that you see is our FS1 fire caulk. It's an intumescent caulk material, so when heat and flame gets applied to it, it swells up. So any cracks or anything that may form in the envelope of the room will be sealed by that material.
Your guys' product, their product's not just used in rooms. They use it anytime, like you got the pipe there, and they run sprinkler pipes through the voids. They'll do it on that. We use that stuff all the time.
Constantly, yeah. This is our fire block or fire board. It's a fire-resistant material designed for through penetrations in walls where you have a larger volume that you need to pass through modifications that you need to make, say in a comms room, where you maybe need to knock out a hole to put in more electrical equipment, mechanical equipment. It's meant to be more fire-resistant than wood, and it's meant to not catch fire as easily. What you see here with the PVC pipe is every room requires penetration through, be it ventilation, for plumbing, for comms, electrical. With penetration, you get smoke penetration, you get fire penetration, you get toxic gas penetration. What this is a fire collar that goes around the pipe on the inside. The way it's supposed to work is that the steel on the outside cages in another intumescent material, that when that PVC pipe heats up, it gets soft, and the intumescent material on the inside of the fire collar expands and is supposed to actually crush the PVC pipe and seal off the area. The one big problem that I'm running into with this is the size of scale and time. I don't know if I can get the fire hot enough or get it to burn for long enough to actually activate the firestop material. But I've got enough charcoal and lighter fluid and it's on the inside, so I'm going to give it a damn good try. So I'm going to hold this up for me.
Already said, this is not fire resistant. These are fireproof. It won't stop. It doesn't. It's not going to be 100%. It's not burn. I'm just saying that it will take a longer rate of time to go through versus the wood.
And what these are technically called are 1-hour fire rated.
Oh, I guess.
So technically, someone inside this room with a fire beating on the outside, or even on the inside against it, can survive for 1 hour before that fire will burn through and cause you.
Yeah, they'll double them up, and remember this side it'll have this on this side too. And like we said, cubes, man. This is what rooms and hotels are, man. There's little tiny cubes that are packed into themselves. And they're fireproof. Save people. They normally have one or two together. Just ready to go. So this is a good example. What else we need to do is charring too. We need to have a fire attached to the top of the ceiling. Ceiling on it.
Don't want to take any of these masters home.
Oh, shit.
And we're on.
Finish.
Okay, so there's a fire in the room. You should be able to see quite clearly from the outside. Hopefully it'll catch you in the room. I haven't tested this because it would have been a pain in the ass to do too. But hopefully there's enough ventilation on the outside that air can get in. You can see smoke coming out right here.
What's that?
Now, there's nothing going on inside on the drywall. You can see it's just creeping up, but nothing's really happening.
You got some thick smoke on the inside.
Yeah. Really dense.
I don't know about you, but I don't.
But you see what encapsulation does? We don't have any type of system here that has positive pressure or anything like that. It's just a simple little room. But you see how there's not much oxygen in there. You know, the fire is sort of smoldering. It's just collecting the heat. Everything starts moving. It's going to start growing. It's going to start going up the wall. It's going to start doing this little thing. But for the most part, though, it's sitting pretty good. It's not out of control. And the walls. It's not doing much on the walls. It's just floating up on these little spots. How's this side over here?
the plastic starting to warp right in here, so we got some airflow. You know, you can see that the Lexan is actually being sucked in. You can see it kind of bowing.
Now, there's not much more heat coming out of, not much more smoke coming out of here, but it is still hot, so.
The Lexan's actually starting to deform a little bit more now.
You can see it going here now.
Now it's going to burn out right through that bottom corner.
Yeah. So we're going to start getting some air in there.
And now what's going to happen once we introduce that nice fresh air? And there it goes.
There we go.
Sure as hell, what's going to happen? What is it doing? Yeah, exactly. Look at it. It's starting to breathe, right? Sucking in, pushing out. Sucking back, coming in, coming out. That glass is gone. And back. Yeah, it's supposed to melt and put itself out. Keep melting. That's the whole thing's going to drop out.
Keep the flames shooting out the back.
Got enough water to put this bad boy out?
Poured all mine out.
Did we think that far ahead?
No. Should have brought August
The Lexan started to drip down.
So what do you guys think is actually burning on the inside?
Oh! Oh, wow! Water.
So you introduced a little bit of air.
That is a big one.
You guys see what's going on? What? You guys get it? See?
Hey, move this lighter for
Good example though. Hey.
Then the firefighter comes along.
I can't have this thing going out of control here. No. You guys can see it. Well, this is actually better if you actually throw the water because you guys like to see what happens. You saw the rolling of it coming out. Coming out now. Now let's actually take off the lid. Hey, girl, you got a glove. Got it.
Right here.
Keep the stuff going.
That was beautiful.
What's the other side?
Wires.
Grab some wires.
The wires might be long.
Check to see the bottom first. The bottom around? Is that fire? No, it's not on fire. Okay.
All right, let's look at the PVC pipe here real quick.
Okay.
Check the water. So you've got a flashlight.
I have a real flashlight.
Alright, let's get that water. Let's get it soaked up. Okay, now we're overhauling. Okay, so let me tell you about the PVC, but look what it did already. That's a lot of wire. Gonna move his truck.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, I'm sitting here with the full bottle.
$50 for a nice fresh water.
Wait, I just ordered water extinguishers.
Good idea.
Alright, here we go. That's a good example of. Okay, so. Yeah. Alright, so.
We see the fire collar here. Notice the material on the inside is actually sealed that pipe shut.
Did its job very
Pipe
well.
on the outside, it's fine. You can see through it, it's solid full. You can see the soot on the inside of the pipe. Come on. Very hard so you can get the light in here. Open the hole right
Wow.
there. There we go. You see the material on the seams.
It did expand.
How it expanded and sealed up those seams real good. There's the drywall. Covered with soot.
I just look at the drywall.
It's designed to contain the fire, to contain the bad stuff.
Any penetration that we have through us for fire systems, we make them put fire caulk in. It's pretty simple, man. You guys understand what happens. If this wasn't there, This wasn't there. See these little holes. The only hole is say that was this. In a hole around the pipe. Yeah, if this wasn't here, it would have definitely gone. It could have gone through the pipe. But what mostly would happen was gone through this hole and then rolled up on here on the top. Now look at the ceiling.
You see the char, the soot on the board, how it's kind of actually penetrated into the plywood. This board is relatively still intact.
Looks like it's played. It looks like
all the fire caulk that's expanded.
We get some good pictures of this thing.
Yeah.
You guys need to send it?
No, this is why, like, you have these fires, you can just shoot water and close the door and it'll put itself out, right? Because it's all
Sprinkler system.
No, okay. Now the other thing we didn't see is the sprinkler system. If we have a sprinkler system would be right, hanging from here.
Probably right in the center.
In this room, yeah, it'd be right in the center. Basically, what it's going to do, man, it's going to take down, it's going to knock it out before it even grows. You saw that little stage of smoldering. Well, if we would have had any water at that point, it would have been done. So that's what you're gonna do. But if you go on to fight a fire like this, it's a quick fire. It's going. Depending if it was fully involved like that, you'd open the door and just fight it from the front and just push it back. Like
we outside when the window's blown.
Yeah, if you could go from if it's a high rise, you're not gonna have that luxury. You're gonna have to go from the front door. You're gonna be fighting a hell of a fire because the wind's gonna be blowing into you, and so you'll go in with a nice big fat fog stream, push it back, and then fight it down. But you saw that was a great example of the window too. I mean, the windows are not going to melt; they're just going to bust out. And what do we see? Put this down right here. The fire started to come up right here. Never mind. Perfect. The window busted out, and then what happened? We don't have charring anywhere besides where? Right here. It started crawling. So imagine
around the ventilation holes.
So imagine this is our second story room. Your glass breaks out, starts rolling up, right? This is our second story window right here. What's going on? Starts melting in, right? It goes in here and it keeps jumping. So I mean, that's how it'll jump. People always go, I don't understand how it rolls, how it can actually roll.
Yeah, we saw a little bit of fire roll at that.
You saw it roll at the end when you hit that water with it.
All the fire was at the top.
Yeah.
There was not a lot down at the bottom.
It just came out, and you saw how you really see how we beat up smoldering tonight too. Again, but it's a perfect example of smoldering. It's sitting there. Not much going on. There's not too many combustibles in there to burn. We had some charcoal, which is not going to, go into a nice flash. Your paper was pretty much what's going on, and we had some lighter fluid, right?
Charcoal paper, lighter fluid.
So we saw nothing really going on. As soon as that little crack came open, and about 30 seconds into it, it filled out with oxygen, and then what did it start doing? It started breathing.
Yeah.
You saw it, and it started pushing that window.
Then the Lexan melted.
It started melting, and then
all the air in.
It didn't catch on fire. It put itself out, but you could smell the plastic, and it made a cool little crackle. But it's hard as a rock right now. Yeah.
So Lexan fire resistant.
Yeah, it melts out. Not fireproof. Not. Yeah, it was breathing. You could see the window was puffing in and out. Yep. Because it creates a little weather pattern insertion. But yeah, this is good because this actually showed what would happen. And this was like, you guys remember we talked last week about the McDonald's fire? Yeah. And how they had that soffit and how it rolled over and started hitting up and then went back into the hatch space and caught the roof. So this is stuff you're going to see when you guys become firefighters. You'll see, you guys won't see it.
Pretty similar to what would be inside a house.
This is it, yeah. I mean, you got wires, and a lot of times you'll see, like you said,